James Husser with AgTrack Talk here. I'm with Jerrod from Superior Tire and Rubber Corporation, supplier of AgriTraxx track undercarriage equipment. Thank you for being here with me today.
Not a problem. Thanks, James. Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to talk about what we're looking at here, really the process of taking this very used undercarriage piece of equipment that clearly needs to replace and take it all to the point where it looks like just a brand new piece. So let's start from what we start with here, Jerrod.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we would normally find with some of our producers that have, really beat up mid rollers out in the field. They really need to get these chains as soon as possible if they start looking like this. Not only are you going to really damage your tracks, you could have some complete failures, a lot of heat build up with this kind of chunked up rubber. We really want to get these replaced. So really what this is a snapshot of kind of our remold process, right? So again, we bring them in looking like this. We burn them off. We burn off all this excess old material. We get it all sandblasted, ready to go, ready for our prep, our pour. This next one is a proprietary bonding agent that we go ahead and put on the steel to ensure that polyurethane is not going to come off the tire completely. And so we go ahead and we pour the poly, we trim it on a CNC lathe, we paint it, and we get it shipped back out to a bunch of different distributors and producers around the country.
One of the things we talked about, so say I'm a producer, I've got a Case IH Tiger, I want it now.
Yeah.
Okay, my undercarriage looks like this. So how do you make that all work? Because if I want it now, it's going to take you at least a couple weeks to get this thing done. So tell us the process.
Yeah, absolutely. There is some lead time involved with kind of getting these remanufactured. So in order to combat that lead time, we have a bunch of different distributors across the country that stock our product that look like this, right? So if they need 6 of these AgriTraxx Tiger wheels, our distributors or dealers are going to palletize 6 of these up, send them to the producer. The producer's then going to do a core exchange program, we call it, where they're going to put these cores that look like this back on the pallet, send them back to our distributors, and normally they kind of accumulate 4 to 5 to 6 pallets of them and then send them to us.
So they can get it pretty much on demand.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the last point I wanted to make that really makes this undercarriage equipment interesting, I noticed that most of the stuff out there is rubber. This is poly. It really almost looks like a roller skate wheel. Let's take a little bit of a close-up and tell us what the difference is between the poly and really a lot of the other stuff that you see out there with the rubber version.
Absolutely, absolutely. So a lot of your OEM manufacturers, they come off a lot as rubber, right? Okay. And so your rubber is going to generate a lot of heat. And heat is the enemy to tracks and mid-rollers.
It is. Right? It's the tire or track. It's the worst enemy. It makes it literally come apart.
Exactly. So that rubber is going to generate a lot of friction, generate a lot of heat, right? And so the benefits of polyurethane, it runs about 4 to 5 times, or excuse me, it runs about 35 to 45% cooler.
Wow.
And it's going to last last you 4 to 5 times longer than your standard OEM.
4 to 5 times longer. That's a big number.
Absolutely. And we stand behind it. We're the only ones in the industry at Superior Tire and Rubber that offer a no bond separation guarantee. So what that means is when we put this proprietary bonding agent on here and we pour this, you're not going to see a complete failure. So what that means is you're never going to have this complete solid polyurethane come off that core.
So if you're looking for undercarriage equipment that is above the norm, contact Superior Tire and Rubber. Jerrod can help you out. It's the AgriTraxx undercarriage equipment. Thank you.